Is Yuji still the MC? After everything that's happened within the past 30 chapters alone, it's genuinely hard to ignore the ryomen opinion that the community is now formed around, that Yuji is actually no longer the main character and may have never even been the main character in Jujutsu Kaisen at all, or within the series at large. And I've already talked about this topic beforehand over in a video, like that was like a whole 5 months ago now, and so much has changed. And as I just said, within the space of 30 chapters, so much has changed within the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. And the main and most prevalent example is that Yuji himself has been left stripped of Sukuna after Sukuna made use of a binding vow that a good 97% of the community had forgotten about, myself included, so that he could forcibly take over Megami's body, which has now led to a complete and utter shift in momentum for the story at large within Jujutsu Kaisen. However, the notion that Yuji was ever the main character of the series is something that my opinion has swayed on back and forth now, and depending on where the story's been at and whether you asked me that question at a certain time, I would have given you one answer or a different answer. JJK will go on stretches in the series where he will bless us Yuji fans with insane stories and emotionally charged moments and developments from Yuji, and not even forgetting to mention the fights. Like, Yuji single-handedly has some of the best fights within this series. Yuji and Todo vs Hanami, Yuji and Todo vs Mahito, Yuji vs Choso, Yuji vs Higuruma, Yuji vs Sukuna. There are so many fights that Yuji has had in all of the big arcs within this series, and he is a showstopper every single time. And then within one fell swoop, JJK takes it all away, and you won't see Yuji for weeks at a time. And right now, that's where we are at right now. You see, I've always had this mindset that JJK swaps out the main character in favor of a main cast, and the best example that I can give for this is the most successful one, and Hunter x Hunter is that example, with Gon and Killua being our main focus, our main duo, our main deuteragonists. I don't even know how you pronounce that word, but within the story, they are the main focus. And now, after their story is now completed, our main focus is actually on Kurapika and the Black Whale and the storyline within the Black Whale at large. And JJK takes a very, very similar approach here within the Jujutsu Kaisen world. And I believe the key difference for Yuji is that even though throughout the series, Yuji has taken many L's, he has been handed defeat in some of the most brutal and vicious ways, and whether that be emotionally or physically, I believe JJK is building up to a massive moment for Yuji, and the signs are there. They have been there since the outright start of the series, with Yuji being able to jump up 4 floors without having even touching a drop of chaos energy before in his life. And then with Gojo mentioning how one day Yuji's body will be engraved with Sukuna's technique, and then his insane growth within the Mahito fight, and now in the most recent times, him seemingly having developed a cursed technique, to which we can only speculate is soul swapping. So to answer the original question, yes, I do believe Yuji is still the main character within the series. However, right now JJK is choosing to have him take a back seat and let the higher powers within the series duke it out for the time being. Always bear in mind that Yuji and Yuta within this series both have the most potential for the most insane power-ups within the story, and when it happens, it will be spectacular. And I want you all to know, I will be absolutely insufferable about it, because I have been praying on these two getting their big moments since day one. They deserve it. Yuta and Yuji have both played some of the most incredible roles within the story for me personally. So seeing them sort of take a back seat within the story and not actually get to share within the limelight as much as I would like to see them do, especially now that we are seemingly within the final arc of the story, and JJK is apparently within the winding down phase of Jujutsu Kaisen, only fuels my excitement more that when these Yuji and Yuta moments come, and however they do come, I'm not sure in what form it will be or how it will happen and when it will happen, I'm not sure, but when it does happen, I just know JJK will serve us some genuine goodness. And yes, to answer the full question in this short but sweet video, yes, I still think Yuji is the main character. However, the story just dictates right now that he has to spectate his sensei fight for the fate of the world, and that's where we're at right now. But I know when this fight is done, Yuji is going to pick that role up of being the main character and the main driving force in saving Megami again. and I am very, very much looking forward to it. But that is everything from me. This is just a little short and sweet video here. If you're craving more Yuji content, go and check out these videos. And as always, I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next one. Much love, big kisses, peace.